Hey guys, this is Chase from Burnout Inc. You know I'm Bison, and well, we'd have this pay-per-view over with if it wasn't for Chris Jericho. I mean, what's he doing here?
All of the legends, all of the washed-up, has-been losers who are holding on, leeching off this business, begging for one last run at success.
Wait a minute, he's out here bashing the legends? What for? Apparently he doesn't like them.
And you can boo me if you want, but you're booing an honest man. But I know why all of you respect the legends. It's because they're all just like you. Weak, shallow, insecure human beings, hypocrites and liars who need to be shut down and shut up for their own good. And I will continue to tell the truth.
Wait a minute. No, this can't be. Oh my God, it is! What? Who the hell is this? Bison, that's Roddy frickin' Piper! Well, you don't have to yell it in my ear, Chase. I'm not deaf. Although after this, I might be. Will you sit down? I can! This is amazing! Rowdy Roddy Piper is here in BPW.
You want the truth? I'm gonna shoot with you on this one. You said what was on your mind, and then you had the guts to come in the ring and back it up. I respected that. Reminded me of somebody I know. What happened? You used to be entertaining. What happened? You're judging us. You patronize us. You tell us what we should be and should not be doing. Let me take one of your quotes. Please shut the hell up.
Hey, that wasn't very nice. Well, Bison, Roddy Piper doesn't take any Well, he's not invited to my house for milk and cookies. You know he's also a famous movie star, right? Oh.
Sure, Piper.
Then he's invited anytime.
Dance like a puppet on the string. Make all of these fans cheer for you.
I'm not finished yet.
This man is scaring me. I love it. Bison.
I have people that come up to me and they say to me,
you're the definition of 180.
Hey, Roddy.
Thank you.
We remember when you slapped Mr. T. And I have people come up to me and say, when my granddad was alive, we watched you shave Adrian Adonis's head. And Chris, you want to bury these moments. No, these moments are to be celebrated. I have one hip and I hurt all the time. But as long as these folks here say so, I will crawl down here on my hands and knees to give them one more memorable moment, because old school's cool.
I love that movie. Will Ferrell was hilarious in it. Bison, he's not talking about old school the movie. He's talking about old school mentality. Hey! What the hell, Jericho? Damn it! What an egotistical jerk!
You don't like that, do you? But the truth hurts.
I can't believe Chris Jericho would. Oh no! And Piper is just laying into Chris Jericho with those rights and lefts, and no, the finger poke and oh, now the sleeper hold. Piper's got the sleeper hold, and Chris Jericho is taking a nap. Ow, on the ring ropes. That looked like it hurt. Well, to be fair, Bison, Jericho deserved it.
My name is Rowdy Roddy Piper, and you ain't seen nothing yet. Here I come, baby!
Hey guys, it's Chase, that guy with the gloves.
and today I'm going to be doing a review slash showcase on my custom Elite Roddy Roddy Piper. Unfortunately, earlier today, and it still hasn't really even sunk in yet, I've had a lot of bad shit happen today, and this was just the real big cherry on top of it. Rowdy Roddy Piper passed away at the age of 61. I loved Roddy Piper. He was one of my all-time favorites. I loved watching him as a kid. I never even knew he was a bad guy until I was in like my teens. I always thought Roddy was a good guy who just really didn't take any shit from people. Because when I first got exposed to him, he was like, you know, Intercontinental Champion, and everyone loved him, and he did the thing with, I know the guy's name was Morton Downey Jr., and Roddy Piper kept getting cigar smoke or cigarette smoke blown in his face, and then he pulled out a fire extinguisher and let the guy have it, and, you know, tried to shove it up his keister. And, you know, I got to see Roddy come back and be the commissioner or whatever that was of WWF, and he made the Iron Man match for WrestleMania 12 with Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels. And, you know, I got to see Roddy fight a couple times, and then he shows up in WCW, and that blew my freaking mind, and he ran that shoot promo on Hulk Hogan, Hollywood Hogan at the time. Another cool story I have about my history with Roddy Piper and why I love him so much. The first game my dad bought me for my Nintendo 64, which he gave to me on Christmas, was WCW versus NWO Revenge. And with Roddy Piper being in WCW around that time, I was actually kind of disappointed because I didn't see him in the game. So I start running through all the championship modes, and I start out at the bottom. I do TV title, then cruiserweight, and then tag, and then US, and then I get up to the world heavyweight title. And sure enough, I'm running through this thing as Goldberg. I get to the very end of it, and there he is. Roddy Piper is the world heavyweight champion in WCW versus NWO Revenge. Comes walking out, belt on him, and he's ready to go. And I was ecstatic because this was, I think, really the first time I got to play as Piper in a video game. And then, you know, he just kind of disappears and comes back when he wants to, and then he shows up at WrestleMania 19 and clobbers Hogan with a pipe during his match with Mr. McMahon. And, you know, that led to the Mr. America angle and whatnot. And then Piper goes away again, and he comes back for the Hall of Fame, which I was so happy about. And WrestleMania 21 is Piper's pit with not Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin and Carlito, and then his little appearances here and there. It was just really great to see. And then, you know, Roddy Piper got cancer while he was the WWE World Heavyweight Tag Team Champions with Ric Flair in 2006, and he gets cancer and comes back from it and gets in the ring for the 2008 Royal Rumble. It's just amazing that this guy could live through all that and just keep getting in there and doing what he does. And then, I know I'm rambling on and on, but I got one more Piper story that I like telling. I went to a Raw in February of 2009. Chris Jericho was on this huge anti-legend spiel. You know, he was the current legend killer type character. I hate the legends this, legend that, because of the Wrestler movie with Mickey Rourke and Ric Flair being associated with it. So me, some friends, and my ex at the time were up in not really nosebleed seats, but we're in the elevated seats, and we see Chris Jericho, well, the back of him because we were facing the TV cameras, giving his little spiel. And about a minute in, Piper's music hits, and I lose my mind. This is like the first time that I've ever really seen a true legend or person with that legend status. Like, except, you know, with the exception of The Undertaker, but, you know, he was still active. But Piper was like the first officially retired, established legend that I saw live, and I just completely marked out. And it sucks seeing Chris Jericho beat him down, but it was great hearing Piper cut that promo on him, and that's kind of why I had it in the beginning of this video. So if you were watching this like, wow, why is this such a weird, why do you pick this moment to do a little stop motion for Piper? It's because, to me, that's my favorite Roddy Piper moment. I was there live and got to see it, and I took photos of it, but my camera was really shit at the time, so I didn't keep them. But my friend Keith was there, and he took a lot of photos, and he has this amazing camera. So yeah, he took a lot of great photos, and he allowed me to share them with you guys. So yeah, not been a good year for wrestlers, man. First we lost Dusty. Dusty was a huge blow, and I'm pretty certain we've lost some other guys throughout the year, but yeah, Piper and Dusty just back to back. It sucks. And one of the last things I remember that happened with Roddy Piper before he died was that unfortunate business that happened with Stone Cold Steve Austin and Podcast One. I'm not taking sides on that, but hindsight, I really wish that whole thing didn't happen, because that was really the last time I ever heard anything about Roddy was, some stupid bullshit that was happening because of people's podcasts and hurt feelings and whatnot. But as one person would say, it is what it is. Let's move past it. All right, so sorry I just wasted about 6.5 minutes, but I really wanted to just love with you guys and just tell you how much I love Roddy Piper and I adore the guy. So rest in peace, Hot Rod. Oh man, I can't even imagine the parties that are going on up there right now, or down there, whatever, wherever you wanted to go, man. All right, so let's get into the figure. Now, this is actually two figures mixed into one. First, you have the entrance great Roddy Roddy Piper combined with the Legend Series Roddy Roddy Piper. Now, I didn't have the kilt or anything from that Legend Series. I basically got him loose from like a Chinese seller, so they just gather up a bunch of figures and then sell off all the different pieces and whatnot. And then a friend of mine who was traveling through Oregon found the Entrance Greats Roddy Piper brand new in package for $10 at a thrift store. And he said, do you want this? And I was just like, yeah, freaking, so just, he picked it up and gave it to me. I gave him the money that he paid for it, and I've been so happy with it. Now, this is the Legend Series Roddy Piper head, and I like it. I really love the way the hair looks, how it's a little bit longer than the Entrance Great one. This really captures Hot Rod's personality, and it's just jovial. How could you not look at this and just smile and think of good things about Roddy Piper? The reason why he's not on this one is because I really do happen to like the heel head on there, but I will probably switch it up eventually because I did like Roddy Piper's look with the longer hair. But his teeth are kind of messed up. You can see that they're going into his lip, and it's kind of off-center, so I just need to scrape that off and repaint it, and then I'll probably swap out that head. And I do kind of wish it was blonde, because Piper had like really dark blonde hair during his face run in the early 90s, but it's okay. So the other accessory the Entrance Greats Roddy Piper came with is this stand that said WWE Legends on it, and it has a little speaker in there so that when you hit the side of it, it plays a little like 30-second clip of his entrance theme. It's got a peg hole right there. The steel grating on here looks really cool too. On the bottom of it, you've got like demo, and you have a retail mode. So like for the demo thing, when you press it, it only plays it for like 5 seconds, and then this one plays it for about 30. That's where the battery goes, right in there. Alright, so let's get a look at the figure that I made, or just kind of cobbled together. And here's the Entrance Greats Roddy Piper head scan. Looks awesome. The hair's not so long, and he's just got kind of like a grimace to him because he doesn't want to be bothered. He just wants to play his pipes. The bagpipes are a cool accessory. I have not seen another Mattel figure come with these. They look amazing. I'm not even going to begin to describe the piping or whatever the stuff is in them because I don't know what goes into a bagpipe. It's just, they're an awesome instrument, and it was so cool that Roddy Piper knew how to play them. Mine had a little like scuff here at the end that I've been trying to scratch away with sandpaper, but I don't want to ruin it. Other side of the bag, it's got kind of, that pressed in feeling, so I guess that's, it's supposed to go like up against his body. Now for the animation that I did, normally I don't have Roddy Piper in this coat because it's not his coat. Whose coat is it? The Rock's. That's right. This is from the defining moment, The Rock. And it says Rock and Sock Connection on the back, but you didn't see that during the video because I just kept the collar open I just kept the lapel and the inside of the jacket open like that, how, Hot Rod used to wear it. And I made sure not to shoot it from the back, or if I did, I zoomed it in enough to where you couldn't see it. But here's how Roddy typically looks. If you guys have been watching Meltdown and some of my other reviews, you'll see that my character is actually wearing this Hot Rod t-shirt. He's been wearing it for the last couple of months. I love this shirt. The white with the red trimming looks great. The Hot Rod design looks awesome. Even has a little trademark symbol right there. It's really cool. This is my favorite Roddy Piper t-shirt that he's ever done. He's had a couple different ones in WCW that I thought were cool, like his Icon shirt and his Reality Check one. But yeah, I've always been a fan of this one. Velcroed in the back. I'll show you that when we take everything off. His little black sash belt right here with the buckle. It's all fabric, just undoes from the back. I like this kilt a lot more than the one that came with the Legends series, so I'm not too sad I missed out on it. It's just a simple little design, nothing too striking. And then it's got the little black like flappy things right there. I'm not certain what they are, but whatever. So the sash belt is velcroed, so is the kilt. Kilt comes off like that, and the shirt comes off. Voila. And Roddy Piper has some white wrist tape. He has like sky blue trunks with matching knee pads. He's got his socks sticking out right there with the blue and white trim, and then his boots say RP on them. And it's a really interesting shade of brown. It's like almost like a bronze color. Looks really cool. And it's got white trim on the bottom. And of course, with this being an elite figure, head can rotate 360. Can do some various different poses, looks up and down. He has nav crunch, waist articulation. Shoulder rotates all the way around. Upper bicep swivel, bends at the elbow. Swivels at the wrist, hinges. Legs can go out and forward. He has a double bend in the knee, rotates at the boot, pivot or hinges up and down, and he has a bit of an ankle rock to him. Hopefully, Mattel has maintained their license with Hot Rod Roddy Piper. I'm hoping someday that we'll get to see some more action figures with him, just so, you know, we can kind of help preserve his legacy and help people remember him, especially through toys, because that's what I do. I was actually planning on using him in BPW. I'm torn on whether or not I'm going to do that now, just because I think I still will, because I think that's what Hot Rod would want. He would want people to remember him. He wouldn't want people to, you know, forget him, or just because something horrible happened, he wouldn't want people to enjoy something of his. So yeah, he's still going to be in BPW. I'm not going to say what he's going to be doing. It'll just be a big surprise. But I cannot say enough good things about these two figures if you are able to find them. The Legend Series one is great. Really like this head scan. Just kind of wish the paint job on it was a little bit better. I will be using it, you know, because I will. The elite articulation on it's great. The kilt that it came with, it's cool, but I prefer the one on the entrance grate much more. The entrance grate, really wish it was an elite figure and didn't have the basic articulation, but for a basic figure, it is actually really cool. It does have all the same detail as the elite with the socks and the boots. The kilt on it's cool with the belt. The Hot Rod t-shirt is amazing. The head scan, I love it, and I love these bagpipes. Such a cool accessory. I hope Mattel releases these again someday. Maybe with like a plaid bag or a black bag or something like that. You know, just, I hope this isn't a one-off, because it's really great. And if you guys do make another Roddy Piper, please include a leather jacket, a new shirt, and the Intercontinental Championship. Because, come on, Roddy Piper, one of the greatest Intercontinental Champions of all time. This was Chase from Burnout Inc., that guy with the gloves. Normally I would say all my stuff, but I'm just going to throw it up there. I'm just going to say, Roddy Piper, you were the best. You were one of the greats. May you rest in peace, sir. I'll see you next time.